let's hear how bad you do at comedy.
Well, okay, this is so my worst. It wasn't comedy. It was a rap.
It was life.
No, it was rap. I got booked. I gotta tell you though. I got booked by Jason Brent to rap at a Comfort Zone show at Trixie's, right? Because he wanted some acts that weren't comedy. So he's like, "Hey, you want to come and rap?" And I was like, "Yeah." I had known about this like a month in advance, and so I was doing that show. I went down and I did an open mic in Toledo before. So I went down to Toledo. I did an open mic, and I fucking ate a bag of dicks. Terrible, right?
At comedy or
at comedy?
For money?
At comedy. Okay. This is a comedy open mic in Toledo. Went, did it, bombed. Then I drove up to Hamtramck to do the rap show.
Well, then you need a background. What a rap? Because why?
Because I used to rap and I sucked.
What was your rap name?
M.O.
What does M.O. stand for?
Marcus Holden.
Remember?
It's such a shitty name.
I remember. Didn't you say something you wanted to be like more drugs? What was the one name?
Drugs and alcohol.
That was gonna be your rap name?
Young Drugs and Alcohol. Yeah. Young Drugs and Alcohol.
You have no right to make fun of me.
I do have a right to make. I have so much.
I mean, you definitely do. Young Drugs and Alcohol?
Yeah.
Maybe it actually probably might be. Or it would be now. If
Young
it was
Drugs
today,
would be cool.
It would be Lil Drugs.
Lil Drugs.
Lil Drugs.
That's too like Lil Xan.
Dude, there's Lil Baby. There's Dub Baby.
Everyone's low.
Everybody, that's what I was saying.
Fat Nugs.
Fat
Nugs.
All right, so you were MO.
Yeah, so I got put on this. It was like a variety type comedy show with some musical acts. I was the musical act. It was my turn to go up. Right, I go up there. We get the beat going. I start going in. And I fuck up, and I'm like, oh, we gotta restart. We restarted three to four.
No.
We restarted the song 3 to 4 times. I couldn't get through a fucking verse, dude. I just kept fucking up. I was so frustrated. I was in front of all these judgy hipsters, and I'm just sucking a bag of dicks. EJ, who had made the beat for me, was in the back, just like, what the fuck? And I'm just sucking ass, dude, top to bottom. And eventually I'm just like, fuck it, I can't do it. I just get out of the... And they didn't know how to react, because they're like, hipsters, so they're not gonna boo me, but they're like, that was bad, and I just go in there and
how many people were there?
Maybe including the comics, maybe there were 20 people there.
There was actually 20 people?
At Trixie's.
That weren't comics?
No, including the comics.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, they're all in the bar.
That's pretty
But they're
good.
all in the bar, it's not that big a bar.
So now you're on stage, and you're like,
sucking dick.
What up? I'm MO. And then
yeah,
it's like, and then the beat comes in.
Yeah.
And then you're like...
I try to go in, and I don't know if I just never rehearsed it enough. Because it was a newer song.
Were you high as shit?
I wasn't even that high, dude. I was just awful. Like I said, I had driven down to Toledo. So I had driven an hour down to Ohio to do a mic that went bad at a pizza shop. Yeah. Then I drove up another hour back where I came from and go in this dive bar in hipster Hamtramck, and I just fucking eat it, dude. I just eat it. It was so bad, dude. I bombed in comedy and rap on the same night, and I fucking hated myself.
Is it on video? Anybody get it on video?
I hope not.
I hope so.
I don't think so. I don't know, dude. It was bad, though. I think Magritta might still have a video of the first night I rapped, and it went really good, actually. It was amazing.
Oh, man.
But,
They Say?
At They Say. That was amazing.
I think I was there.
It was great. Remember that?
They Say it was such a great place.
It helped when it was a dope venue. And so the first time I rapped at They Say, I'm doing this song. It was like a 21 Savage diss song. It was so dumb.
Why is it a 21 Savage diss song though?
Because I wasn't a big fan of his rap. He's all right. I just didn't like mumble rap, so I picked him out, made a little diss song, and I fucking
give me a line from the diss song.
Something about 21 Savage, you ain't even average. Some other shit. I don't know.
Fuck yeah, Sam. Yeah, that's dog.
I don't even remember what the rest of it was.
Oh my god.
I really don't. But at that one, I fucking do it. I get in like halfway through the last verse, and this is the show that went well. This is that They Say. The cord comes out of the microphone, and I just remember having this like split second, like, what do? Do I fumble with it, or do I? So I just fucking start yelling the raps, right? And in like 5 seconds, J-Bell comes up, grabs the thing, plugs in the mic, gives it back to me, and I just go right back into it perfectly, and everyone's like, "Ow!" Yeah,
and
it was
like
never,
that?
yeah.
Or were they eating their chicken wings and not giving a fuck?
No, it was hype, dude. It was great. It was amazing. And that's the best rap ever was for me. Everything after that was terrible. So. So I had a moment at Punchline. It was just after the actual show. I was at a Kroger. I was walking back to the car with my former roommate Max. We're walking to the car. I walk past this black Dodge Charger, right? I walk past it and then go over to Max's car, get in. We shut the door, and that black Charger just fucking zooms right next to the parking spot. And he's like, "This is big black guy." He's like, "Roll your window down." I'm like, "Did I hit your car? Like, what the fuck?" He's like, "Roll your window down." I was like, "Okay." And this is Max's old shitty minivan. I actually had to roll the window down. And the guy's like, "I saw you at Punchline. You opened for TK Kirkland. You was funny as hell." I'm like, "Oh, thank God." Okay. And
he thought he was gonna get robbed. You're a racist.
No, I thought I hit the guy's car or something. Because he had a nice Charger. I thought maybe I hit it or something when I tried. Because I was high as fuck, right? I was at Kroger buying snacks. But then...
So I doesn't even know.
No, but then he was like, "Yeah, man, when you went up there, we were sitting there, we were like, yeah, man, here come another cheesy white boy or whatever. But you was funny as hell." I was like, I won him over, dude. Fuck yeah. It felt so good just to have that validation. And just to get noticed in public was kind of cool, too. My favorite is when I have a good set, and old black lady, "You was funny." I was like, ah. Yeah. And then I'll get the ones, "Can I touch your beard?" And I'm like, "Oh, yes, you can."
Do you ever ask the girl to touch your beard? Do you go, "Can I touch your wig?"
No, but I have a joke about that. I have a joke about how it's like black women are always there. But if I even ask to touch a black woman's hair, right? They'd be like, "Let me," because the joke is like they'll ask to touch my beard while touching my beard, because they'll do that. "Let me touch your beard. Let me touch your beard. Let me touch your beard."
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you've seen that. And it's just like, yeah, if I even ask to touch it, woo! Because the black women are like, "Yeah, if you ask to touch my fucking hair, I'd smack you with my dreadlocks. I'd fucking whip it around like a goddamn alligator with its tail, use it as a weapon." I mean, fuck. And there, you know what you are? You're like that girl who shows up with cleavage out and her ass hanging out, and like, "Why is everyone trying to fuck me? Like, what the fuck? Like, why? I don't get. Like, I'm fucking cool, alright?" That's you, man. You just go up to fucking women and just ooze sexuality and then wonder why black women like it and no one else does. Dude, I remember Frizz. You know Frizz?
Yeah, Frizz love.
So Frizz headlined one time,
yeah.
And he brought all his white people, and it was already a packed show. So like, and they were all mingling in the back, and so he was about to go up. And I was opening for him. I had messaged him. I was like, "Hey, can I open for you?" Because I know it was going to be packed. I was like, "Hey, it'll be great. I have a great set. It'll be a packed crowd. I'll fucking kill it." He's like, "Yeah, that's fine. That's cool." And I did. And like, so right before he was supposed to go up, Peace asked everybody to come and like sit around, just make sure you're in the room. And then she's like, "But before we bring him up, we're going to bring up his opening act, Markus Ellen." And I go out there, I'm like, "Ah! Look at all these white people standing behind me." And we were just dying laughing because it was such a funny situation. I did like 5 minutes. I fucking killed it. And then he went up and killed it. But it was so odd. That show was the best, man. And you know what it was? It was the energy of it.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, as a comic, dude, we definitely gave black people the wrong impression about white people. We didn't, not the wrong, we just gave them a very specific impression of white people. Like, "Oh, all white people are like these sick, disgusting comedians. They're all fucked up and say weird, fucked up shit all the time, dude."
Yeah. On that
we were
note,
pretty wacky, man. But the other thing I was gonna say, dude, I remember the first time I met you at They Say. That was the first place I ever met you.
That's where we met.
I met you, Andrew, and Justin Haig. And I remember the first time I went there, I did terrible. But then like I saw Justin Haig go up there, and he was doing pretty good. And this was when I was still very new to comedy, and I was like, I want to be like that. I want to be more like that. Yeah, dude, I said that by Justin Haig, dude. It was fucking hilarious because he was up there, didn't give a fuck, right? And I was still giving a fuck.
He would get very angry on stage.
But he wasn't. It wasn't one of his angry sets. Okay. It was one of his like, "Ha, I'm Justin Haig." It was one of those sets. He was having fun up there talking shit.
Yeah, I always forgot where we met.
They Say.
I can't remember how it all became a thing.
They Say, man. Did
I tell you about They Say? How did you find out?
No, Christian Royce told me about They Say.
Christian Royce.
Yes, I asked him.
So he must have been there like once.
I don't know how many times he went there, but I do know that he told me about it. I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh, this is a 5-minute walk from my fucking apartment."
Yeah, you can get hammered drunk and then go back.
Yeah, and I did. It was great.
No way, you got hammered drunk.
Oh yeah, I would get drunk all the time.
I know, I was kidding.
After my set, I wouldn't get drunk and go up normally. I might have a couple. I miss They Say so much. Maybe I just miss my old apartment, but I miss They Say.
I miss They Say. I do.
It's a great show.
I had a lot of fun there. A lot of good nights. Even when they used to have the patio. They used to have an awesome patio.
I never did
the
the
roof.
Patio show.
No, it wasn't. They didn't have a patio show. They had a patio that was on the roof. and you could go out there and you look you could overlook like downtown.
Yeah.
So you go bomb, and then you go outside and smoke or whatever, and it was great. Then they started to remodel it, and it took over 2 years. I don't think they ever finished it.
Then they shut down the comedy show, man.
It really sucks. A lot of the good things that we have been shut down.
Every
just
comedy
like Punchline
show
Tuesdays got shut down, and like it really sucked that something that we turned so great couldn't keep going, and then you know we moved, and it sucks that usually things are about money, and it's because that the comedians and stuff, our product and what we're giving is so undervalued, and we're so undervalued, and I'm not saying that I need money to do it. I'm fine with it.
I need
but
money.
But there's a point where like the stuff that I was doing and how it was going, I should have started making money. I know that I'm getting opportunities, but I mean I was doing well, and the shows we were putting on Tuesday together at Punchline, like we had.
Did you ever get paid at Punchline?
No.
Okay.
No, because I mean, like the main thing that I helped do was like Tuesdays. So Tuesdays we turned from like 6 people to like almost sold out shows every Tuesday on a Tuesday night. That's unheard of in comedy. Like no one's going except like the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Like you're not going out on Tuesday night.
But that's what was awesome about it.
Yeah, and that's what's awesome about it. And then I was helping. Like the show was, you're getting these open mic comedians putting on this professional show where you felt welcome and you felt happy and people were enjoying themselves. People were coming to the Tuesday show more than they were the weekend shows where the national headliners were. Because the national headliner shows...
also cheaper.
Yeah, you're paying I saw tickets for $50 at one show.
Those are the big names, dude. Like, they'll get fucking, like, Mark Curry or someone.
Yeah, but 50. Come on, dude.
Well, because they know people will pay $50 to go see...
You're not getting that...
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. People will... Dude, they sell out some of those big fucking shows, man. And that's what they... I think they ride too much off the fact that they're able to get these big acts. Yeah. They're able to charge out the ass for them. People buy the tickets. Because, like, when's the last time... Like, Red Grant, he fucking came there. Yeah. That was packed, right? And then the next time he came into town, he was doing the Fox. But it's like, dude... A lot of these comics, you're either not going to see them in Detroit, or they're going to do the Fox, and you're going to pay $85. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, the Fox is sweet, but I'd rather pay... I'd rather pay 50... Like, if you're... Think about it, right? I'd rather pay $50 to see Dave Chappelle at Punchline than $150 to see him at the Fox.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I would see...
Just because the environment. Not even the money saving.
It's the tightness of it.
Yeah, because that stage is so small. You're talking about... Okay, we were talking about, like, the lines you use over and over. Every time I'm at Punchline and there's someone sitting in the VIP section up front, and that you can tell they're like, I'm VIP. Look at me. I'm like, I always use the same line of like, oh, you're sitting in the back seat of a Dodge Charger or some shit like that. That one kills. People love that shit.
And then the other one was like Boogie's always said, the roller coaster line. It looks like a janky ass roller coaster.
Yeah.
The VIP, because you got these 3-ass fucking. So on Punchline, there's a stage that is about what, like 3x3. It's about a foot off.
Maybe 4x4. It's small though.
It's a foot off the ground. And then right next to it, so like if I'm on stage, like right next, Marcus would be the first VIP seat.
If you take one step to the left, you are now in the VIP section.
Yeah, it cuts off the stage, and then it goes to carpet area, and then it's a love seat for 2 people.
It kind of looks like one of those waiting room benches at a bank.
That they picked up off the side of the road, though. Like, they got these benches for free, it looks like. And then you sit in them.
They definitely got them for free.
Then you sit in them, and then your ass goes like this. So now you're fucking... Dude,
the best... And you pay extra for these seats. The best, though, is when those people order food.
Yep.
Because they're like...
Where do I...
I guess I'm VIP, but I have chicken wing. I have a basket of fries and chicken tenders in my lap. Like, what am I at an amateur movie theater?
So now when they want to drink, they pass the food to their date. Yeah. Like, here, can you hold the fries? I got a drink.
You know my favorite thing about the VIP section? It's always some lesbians, dude. It's always some hood-ass lesbians. It's like a super hot black chick, and then, like, a black chick who has the freshest Jordans, the best, like...
New haircut, fresh braids, hat. Just looks angry. And then
it's not even always angry. Sometimes they're happy. You can tell they're drunk. I'm like, you guys are gonna scissor like a motherfucker. You guys are gonna cut up a rug later tonight or some shit like that, dude. And it's fucking great. But it's always like the people who sit VIP, you can tell like they made a decision to sit VIP. Like they're like, I'll spend the extra $8. I don't give a shit. And then they get their food and they're like, I give a shit. Where I want to have a table. Can I at least get a TV dinner tray or some shit?
We're putting it on blast, but the funny thing is, the VIP section there is actually like the worst seats in the house.
They're the worst seats in the house. They're the most comfortable seats.
They should.
They're definitely the most comfortable.
Yeah, they should. I think it's almost like they should take those couches. They should put them in front. They maybe should put like it like a couch here, here, and here, like in a row, maybe, and then put a table, and then put seats on the side, because you're getting the worst view. So now instead of watching comedy like this, seeing him head on, now you're like this, and you just get a side profile of like the comic standing on stage, and you're like, I can't see his facial expressions, but I paid more money, and then also you're not getting better service.
Yeah. Or you can pay less money and you get to have your food.
And you can pick wherever you want on a table.
2x4. Like the skinniest tables. Like they can't make them any skinnier and call it a table. If they made them skinnier, they would be railings.
That's very true.
They're not fucking tables. They're barely tables.
And then the way that it's funny because they're trying to squeeze so many seats in such a tight spot.
Yeah.
So now you got the waitresses walking through tables like this.
Oh yeah, they pack them in like sardines.
I'm surprised the waitresses are like, can you pass this down to the fucking 20th seat down?
Dude, I remember one time my set, I did Boogie let me do like a 20-minute set before I was filming the Amazon thing. Yeah. And it just happened to be a birthday party going on.
Oh, right? Baby, birthday's there.
So there's, in the front row, like on the opposite side of the VIP, the other end, like going that way, big long table, big bunch of balloons, and then in the middle of my set, they start cutting the cake. So I just stopped. I was just like, no, this is about you now. This isn't even about
the whole
me.
show. Birthday parties at those shows are about that person.
Yeah,
it's not anything about. It could be a huge headliner. But it's not going to be.
You were talking about going with the lady who was dancing. I just went with it. I got everyone to start singing "Happy Birthday," like the Stevie Wonder, the Black Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday.
Oh, I love that one.
I just let it go, and I'm just like, I just checked Twitter for a little bit on stage. Like I didn't care because I was just like. And I still had a good set. I got off stage and people were like, I was fucking funny. Like, these people got a little mad. I picked on some people. Because it was a big crowd, right? It was probably 80 people. So you're going to piss a couple people off at a show, especially when you shit on the birthday girl. And there were 3 birthdays, too. There was the one with the cake, and then there were 2 other birthdays. Yeah. And the one chick had like a hat and was doing her big thing. She was mad that she was getting outdone by this chick who had the cake. And I'm just like, what the fuck are we, is this a high school lunchroom?
We need to have multiple birthday parties. And then the funny ones is when they bring the balloons in. So now they're blocking people's views.
Oh yeah, I always call that out too. That you talk about lying. I'm like, yeah, way to bring balloons and sit up front. Let's real consider fuck everyone behind me.